Dave, the next team and last kind of in-depth football topic we'll talk about is the Chargers, and mainly because there's a little bit of rumors that Anthony Lynn, third year with the Chargers, could be on his way out. Rumors are that the Anthony Lynn Air Bear, people aren't liking what's going on. The ownership GM could make the move this season to fire Anthony Lynn and pair a coach with Justin Airbear. Before I ask you, should he be fired or not, I'm going to go ahead and give my 2 cents.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that wants to defend Anthony Lynn. And the reason why I want to defend Anthony Lynn is look at the teams the Chargers have lost to this year. Their losses include the Chiefs, the Panthers, the Buccaneers, the Saints, the Jaguars, the Broncos, the Raiders, the Dolphins with Tua, and now the Buffalo Bills. And I look at each one of those opponents, and each one, except for the the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Panthers. Maybe you can throw in the Dolphins, but the Dolphins with Tua are a good team.
Can be.
Like, those 3 or 4 games are probably the only ones that you're probably like, you know what? Maybe we should have beat those opponents. The other ones, Saints, Bucks, Chiefs, they're better teams than you. However, the reason why I'm not on the fire Anthony Lynn train is, yes, you're losing games, but how many games have been close? You've been in games. Like,
no, they've blown leads in almost all of these games.
Good point.
That's the problem, Ricky.
I know there's the side of like the Bills. It's like, oh, he mismanaged the clock here, mismanaged the clock there. And yes, those are boneheaded plays, but like there's a part of me that goes, I don't know if Anthony Lynn should be fired unless I know for sure Bieniemy is going to want the job and I'm for sure going to hire him. Because like other than that, I don't know who I want to be the head coach to pair with Justin Airbear.
I understand the concern, and you don't want to move on too quickly from someone who has a great rapport around the league. But they've blown about 1 billion leads this year, Ricky.
Could it also be the defense just needs more oomph?
Well, the defense has a great pass rusher. They've got some other holes out there, but like again, I think when the problem is when you look back to the offseason this year, what were your expectations for this Chargers team? Because I was like, oh, Tyrod's out there. They're hoping best case scenario, they win 6 games. I'm looking at their win-loss record right now. I'm going, well, that's going to be tough. But they also don't have Tyrod out there. And I think Airbear is an upgrade over Tyrod. Yes, he'll make a couple more mistakes, but he'll also go, fuck it, I'm going deep and move that offense down the field a whole lot easier. So like injuries happen. Obviously they lost Eckler for a while. They've had some tough luck at wide receiver with some hits. Like they've rotated through some guys. This was not a team I thought were going to be world beaters. Yeah. They were a bottom, 6 team in my mind already. So the fact that they are being a bottom 6 team does not shock me at all. That's the expectations are there. I'm with you. If you have a written guarantee that you're going to land the best available head coach this offseason, sure, take it. Again, a Bieniemy, a McDaniels, both those guys would be great. You need an offensive-minded head coach because Justin Airbear is the future of the NFL. He is supremely talented. He is strong. He is tough. He's gotten into, someone who won't shy away from contact, trying to push the ball up the field. So, like, incredible positives, huge upside to work with on that offense. The defense, they have one of the best pass rushers in the NFL out there. They just need to really fill in a lot of holes. So I do blame the coach.
Okay.
But I also don't think that this is a team that had high expectations in the first place. But like,
Bingo.
I'm more disappointed by the poor coaching in-game decisions that had lost them games that they could have won. It would have been a shocker if they won those games. But the point is they were there. They had the opportunity to win those games. And again, what hurts more? Being blown out or being in a position where you had victory and it was taken away from you at the last minute. And that's what sucks.
I mean, I agree with you. Like the losses, I was probably overlooking the mistakes that have been made, especially from the coaching and from Anthony Lynn. But like you hit a good point. I looked at our predictions while you were talking.
Yeah.
Do you remember how many wins you had the Chargers getting this year?
5?
Four. You were right. 4. You had them 4-12. I had them 6-10.
Yeah.
Maybe I was a little bit too high on them at 6-10. Like, this is a team to where it's like, we did not expect the Chargers to be good, to be a playoff team. Yeah. And I almost say, like, am I saying when I say don't fire Anthony Lynn, am I saying give him 3 more years? No. I'm saying give him next year at the least. Yep. Because what I feel like this team could be building something to where it's like, you look back and you look at this year and you go, this was the year where it was like, we were competitive in games, we saw what we had, and we built on it. Like, that's what I feel here. Now, if next year same thing happens, go ahead, get rid of Anthony Lynn. But I feel like Anthony Lynn has not done enough in my mind to where it's not like I almost want to say it's not like Matt Patricia, but I'll be honest, I was surprised that the Lions pulled the cord on Patricia and their GM. Yep. Like, that completely shocked me because I didn't think Matt Patricia was he doing a great job? No, but I didn't think the Lions were doing that bad this year. They were just kind of okay, and maybe that was the thing. Like, kind of okay is not going to get you a Super Bowl anytime soon. I think it comes to next year because what do you want to be? I'll flip it on the other side. Do you want to win all these close games, make the playoffs, not win a Super Bowl? Then next year you have to deal with a harder schedule because you had a winning record. And basically end up like that's another thing that I didn't mention, the Bears segment. That is a Bears problem is if you're a team that surprises and wins a lot of games and makes the playoffs, if you're not built to be that team every year, that's going to fuck you because then you get a harder schedule based on your record.
I agree.
Like, I kind of go with a little bit of like, I wouldn't be surprised if Anthony Lynn is fired, but I don't know if he deserves to lose his job.
Yeah.
Where I don't know if you're officially fire him, don't fire him.
I'm on don't fire him unless you have a written commit from Bieniemy or McDaniels. I think those are the only 2 coaches that would warrant moving on from him. I would not fire him during the season. Again, I'm frustrated by the success being stolen away because of dumb play calling or a lack of, controlling the pace of the game and understand that you're in a position where you can win this game if you just do the right things and execute, and they have not done that.
Yeah.
The amount of close losses they've had, I mean, you just run right down their schedule. It's like his first start was against Kansas City. It was 23-20, 16-21, 31-38, 27-30. They did win against Jacksonville. Then they lost Denver 30-31. They lost against the Raiders 26-31. They lost against Miami. That was a 21-29 game. Again, like, we're still within like a score or, a score and a field goal. Yeah. All the way down, basically. It's depressing.
Yeah.
It's just fucking depressing.
But Charger fans, the good thing is you have Justin Herbert, and he's the future. You got the future.
You got the guy in the offense. You got the guy in the defense. Yep. You just got to build around him.
Yeah. There's a lot of teams that would like to have what you have and what you could probably build around. Now you just got to do something like what the Cardinals did, although I didn't think they were doing this when they did it, but get a guy like Cliff Kingsbury. If you're going to fire Anthony Lynn, get a guy like Cliffsbury that's going to work well with, is that his name? Cliff Kingsbury. I'm combining this first
his name. Like,
yeah.
Like Cliffsbury.
Basically, Ryan Gosling is who I should call him because that's what he looks like, is Ryan Gosling.